Hello my friends and welcome back. Today I'm at Yo Sushi for the all-you-can-eat sushi and I'm bringing Kirby along, so you already know what's gonna happen. I do live up to my name, I'm just saying, but there is the restaurant. Yeah, anyways, I'm still trying to figure out how to do these voiceovers for my videos because I want to do actual like mukbang things at restaurants, but I'm still not quite sure how to do it. There's the menu. Pause if you want to see, but basically what you do is you fill out a paper form and then you fill out everything. See what I ordered here, and then I had to add more because I'm hungry. Feel free to guess how much sushi I'm going to eat, but first order is in and it is the cream cheese wontons. If you go to any all-you-can-eat sushi places in Ontario, I hope you know what this is because this is the absolute amazing best thing at sushi places. I know it sounds insane. I know cream cheese wontons at a sushi place. But hear me out. Don't hear me out if you're close-minded. I don't care. You can leave. I don't care about you. What am I doing? Oh, I love you. Stay here, please. This is gonna be the most chaotic thing. Feel free to mute me if you don't want to listen to me, but I'm having fun here. What was I saying about the cream cheese wontons? Yeah, they're amazing. They are nice, crispy, crunchy. Cream cheese is so underrated, especially in sushi. I know everyone's gonna crucify me for this, but I really do not care. And these were filled so perfectly with the cream cheese. Like the saltiness, the richness, the creaminess with the fried greasiness of the wontons. It's the perfect combination of all the textures. Plus, if you dip into sweet and sour sauce, that just adds everything. Literally all of your taste buds covered. Sweet, salty, savory. Wait, sweet, salty, sour, umami, bitter. Ignore bitter. We hate bitter here. And then the textures too, it's just perfection. I can literally rant and rave about cream cheese wontons for the rest of my life. But I do want to try crab rangoons one day. They also look really good, and they have imitation crab, which is amazing. Oh, okay, next order is here. And I'm still gonna keep eating the cream cheese wontons because they're great. Okay, and then moving on, this is the barbecue eel sushi pizza, which sounds fascinating, but I love barbecue eel, and it's on this crispy rice. They basically just get a rice patty and then deep fry it, and you can't go wrong with deep fried stuff. I just took one bite of it and put it back. It was hot, okay? Don't comfort me there. It was really hot, so I had to go for the sushi. And of course, we need the soy sauce with the sushi. I mean, you don't really need it, but well, I'm not defending my use of soy sauce. Why would I do that? Okay, my next order is here. And this right here is the white tuna nigiri. It was splendid. The fish here was so fresh and they actually gave a really good portion. Like, I know it said a lot about fish, but it melted in my mouth. I am not kidding. I just wish that they had sashimi because maybe they shouldn't have sashimi with me around. I would probably put them out of business. That was a salmon. That one was also fantastic, and that is the red snapper. Sometimes I don't really understand why raw fish is so good, but this is not fishy at all. It's just light and smooth and buttery and rich, and somehow still refreshing and light at the same time. That's really hard to achieve with any other type of meat, but fish, amazing. Okay, and then I'm gonna clear off the last of the cream cheese wonton because, of course. Now we are onto the rolls, and one of these is the rock roll and one of these is the mountain roll. I'm not quite sure. So the rock roll had tempura white tuna, cheese, avocado, and fish roe. And then the mountain roll had salmon, white tuna, red snapper, spicy mayo, and tobiko. They were both fantastic. Although I can't lie, I think I like the one with the cheese more. Whoever thought of putting cream cheese in sushi, you're a genius. The rest of the world may think that you're unhinged, but you belong here. If you're new here, you're gonna be so concerned. Me too. I'm concerned. We're all concerned here. Oh yeah, I had to dip into tempura sauce. I didn't have to. I just wanted to. I feel like the tempura sauce wasn't as rich in flavor. I don't know the term. It's like very saturated. It's not as saturated in flavor as other tempura sauces, but I think that's also good. It just adds a light touch of sweetness and savoriness to the tempura, or in this case, the sushi. But anyways, with that, I'm done the sushi, and we are on to the actual tempura for the tempura sauce. Here's all the vegetables that were fried, so therefore I love them. It's not like deep fried stuff where it's really greasy and it just like, it gets sickly, but tempura is so light and crunchy and refreshing. Why am I calling everything that's fried refreshing? That makes no sense. If I go to a sushi restaurant, I'm always gonna order tempura vegetables. I know I'm not getting my money's worth, but that's also why I go to all you can eat sushi places, because that's where I can order all the tempura vegetables I want. In this case, though, I'm here to try as much stuff as I can. And here is the teriyaki salmon. And I don't have too much to say about the salmon. It's good. It's just salmon with teriyaki sauce. I would probably prefer the actual sashimi instead. I don't know, raw fish is just great. I do have to eat the leaf. I don't think that's supposed to be eaten. I think it's supposed to be garnished. But hey, it's there. Plus, other than the broccoli that's already fried, I think I need some green vegetables in my life. Anyways, we're done with that. We're back to the sushi pizza and the deep fried rice with the barbecue eel sauce. Absolute perfection. I don't even care about the eel, honestly. I just want the sauce. I've done it in the past. I've just bought an entire frozen eel and then just eaten it by itself for the sauce. Someone tell me what is the sauce. Oh, and we're back to ordering more food. Pause to look at it. And we're back. So now, the issue with me doing these mukbangs is that this is 40 minutes long, and I don't know how I'm gonna talk for 40 minutes. My throat is hurting already. But it's also fun to see all the food, and I don't want to cut it because it gets really jarring. For a YouTube video, since it's supposed to be long, and it's more than 40 minutes because I end up having to refilm things because I ramble for way too much about stupid things. But there is the pizza. Sorry to the Italians, but that is complete. This right here is the tempura scallops. Now these scallops, they were quite chewy, so don't expect the ones that melt in your mouth, but the flavor was great. Very light, nice and salty, but not too salty. But I had to go back to the tempura vegetables because I just love how these are fried. Is it actually possible to just tempura fried tempura, just the batter, just dump it into a deep fryer and just fry it like that? Someone let me know if that's possible because I don't care about the vegetables. I eat it for it being fried. And the sauce. Just give that to me and I'm satisfied. I'm talking about this because I don't know what vegetables I was eating. This was filmed a while back, so don't judge me for that. I'm pretty sure this is yam. And if I were to rate the tempura vegetables, I think my favorite's gotta be broccoli. I don't know what it is, but the texture is so satisfying. And then probably yam, just because I like the light sweetness of the yam. However, the texture is not really my favorite. Yeah, the things like pumpkin and the scallops in this case, when it's just one kind of thick texture, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Like, think potato, it's very thick. It's hard to eat a lot of it without getting sick of it because it just like it feels too much. But the thing with broccoli is it has more textures to break it up, like the florets and the stem. It's like more. Please tell me you understand what I'm talking about, because otherwise I'm just yapping for way too long about nothing. Consider this your ASMR though. Some people said that my voiceovers are like ASMR for them, so feel free to fall asleep to this. But what if I just screamed? What if I just yelled right now as loud as I could into the microphone and woke you up? Huh, I'm not that evil though. I'm just gonna let you keep watching. Or sleeping. Who wants to sleep to my videos though? This one is not as unhinged because unfortunately I did not have unhinged materials. Mayo? But if you watch my other videos, like my last video with the pickled eggs, I don't know how you could sleep to that. The food here is good though, and clearly because I am polishing everything off. What is your guess, by the way, for the amount of sushi I'm gonna eat? Because put that in the comments now. I want you to lock it in now. Anyways, this is the baked cheese crab meat. Now, what was I saying about there not being mayo? This had mayo. This 100% had mayo. It was absolutely perfection. I love imitation crab. I love cheese. I love mayo. I love mayo. I love mayo. There was vegetables in there. There was onions. I love onions too. So, literally nothing could go wrong. Did I mention I love mayo? Yeah, that was polished off in like 2 seconds flat. Incredible. Absolutely clean plate. And I'm gonna clean off the tempura with the fried scallop. To move on to the fried cream cheese wontons. Of course, it's back. And I'm ordering rounds of 5 at a time because that is the best way to make sure that everything stays fresh. Because when it cools down, it's not good. Of course, Anything fried when it's cooled down is disgusting. Speaking of which, someone's gotta tell me how to achieve the fried taste without actually deep frying, because I do not like deep frying. Actually, I can't even say I dislike deep frying because I've never done it before, but the thought of just having a vat of oil with how sensitive my fire alarm is absolutely terrible news. And also considering it's me, with my luck I would spill oil everywhere. So yeah, I know I could get an air fryer, but I have no excuse. I could totally get an air fryer. But can you achieve the same flavor in the oven? You definitely couldn't achieve the same deep fried flavor in the oven, of course, but I'm still gonna try and make cream cheese wontons. I'm definitely gonna try making cream cheese wontons. I only get them when I'm getting all you can eat sushi, and I do not get all you can eat sushi enough to satisfy my absolute love for them. Like, just watching this back makes me jealous of my past self. I need them again. I have been tempted, I'm not gonna lie, to go to an all you can eat sushi place just to order as many cream cheese wontons as possible. The only thing that's stopping me is judgment from the staff, and also the fact that you can't really get your money's worth in cream cheese wontons. Quite unfortunate. However, I feel like it would be fun to do a cream cheese wonton rating all over Ontario, or maybe in the world. Does anywhere else have cream cheese wontons? I'm curious, because I'm not sure in the US, you guys have crab rangoons, but I've never seen cream cheese wontons. And I've been to Vancouver, and the only all-you-can-eat sushi place I went to did not have cream cheese wontons, which was a tragedy. So, is it a popular thing anywhere else, or is Ontario just ahead of the game? Speaking of which, I'm done with that, and of course my next round is here. A lot of sushi. So much sushi. Do you see that plate? I'm in love. I'm so jealous of my past self right now. So here is the salmon nigiri, and I cannot use chopsticks. People who said that they were scared of me using my gloves everywhere, there's more fear for you. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with it because I love these gloves, and I feel like a raccoon scrounging around, and I love them. Well, while I'm eating the fish, I might as well talk about what my favorite one is. The white tuna was absolutely fantastic. It was so buttery and melt in your mouth. Absolutely incredible. The salmon was also fantastic. The red snapper was probably my least favorite of the three, but my least favorite is very high up in the scale. Like, I'm talking 9.9. I swear, if they had sashimi, oh, if they had sashimi. But these were the rolls, and I think they're supposed to be the gold dragon roll and the red dragon roll. I'm not quite sure if that's what they are. I'm sorry, but all I know is there's fish, and there's probably salmon, and there's avocado. There's a lot of avocado. And this was the crab sushi, which was interesting. It's basically just crab and rice and wrapped in nori. Definitely not my favorite in comparison to the other nigiri, the white tuna and the salmon. Ugh, I could sing its praises forevermore. But I also can't lie, I do love me some more deep fried food. This is the sushi pizza once again, but with salmon. I believe this one was the spicy salmon one with spicy mayo and some fish roe on top and salmon. Wow, what a surprise. It was great. I think I like this one more than the barbecue eel. Surprisingly, even though I love the sauce on the barbecue eel, but come on, you already know. The mayo, you can't beat the mayo. Plus, I love my salmon everywhere I can get it. And while here, I'm just gonna keep eating the sushi. So now is the awkward time where I don't know if I should talk or if I should just let you guys be. How's your day today? Do you like sushi? I love sushi. It is absolutely fantastic. I love all you can eat sushi more though. Speaking of which, let's go get more. Putting in another order, and if you have been counting, count how many pieces I've had so far. To be honest though, I did not go absolutely insane and eat this restaurant out of business because they are a small business and I'm not that cruel. I would have because the food was really good, but I tried to be nice. More of the sushi and rolls. And I gotta say, if you look at the rolls, the ratio of the filling to the rice is absolute perfection. Like the balance of flavors was really great in all of the rolls. Even though I'm not totally sure what they were great. I'm not the biggest fan of avocado normally because it has no flavor. I don't understand why people eat avocado so much. But in sushi is where it adds the richness and the butteriness. Because sushi is just, it leans more towards the fishy side, even if it's not really quite fishy. But it's refreshing and it's more on the cool side of the taste tones. On the other hand, I'd say avocado is more on the warm side. I'm using some really vivid imagery here. I really don't know if you're gonna understand. If I could offer you a bite through the screen, I would totally do that. Someone's gotta make that thing. With how fast technology is advancing, it's gotta be possible to just send you some food through the screen. Also, if that was a possible technology, you could probably send me some mayo through the screen. I really gotta try mayo from around the world. I've so far just tried mayo from Japan, because QP mayo in North America. Hellmann's, absolutely spectacular. I've tried other mayo, like Duke's mayo. That one is also very good. But I do have to say that mayo varies for different uses. Some people might say that mayo doesn't really have different tastes with different brands, but they have so many different tastes. I know that Duke's and Hellmann's are two of the really popular ones, and even they are so incredibly different. Duke's is definitely way more tangy and it's got a way stronger vinegary taste, but that also adds like a light sweetness and sourness that complements really rich foods really well. I'd say it also has more flavor for more bland foods. On the other hand, Hellmann's is just rich. It is so good for adding the savoriness, umaminess for any kind of food. But some people may also consider that not sour enough because you also need vinegar for mayonnaise. So they're both amazing. I would totally get more Dukes if it was available in Canada. Boo, Dukes, please supply a male lover with your mayonnaise. But I am very happy with Hellmann's, so that's fine with me. I actually am not happy with Hellmann's. Makes me sad sometimes how they never notice me even though I try so hard. It's fine. I'm gonna keep complaining about Hellmann's, but deep down, I know, you know, I will never let go of Hellmann's. Sorry, I'm still talking. I'm supposed to be talking about sushi here. There's more food. And it's perfect that it arrives now because I do need a bit of a palate cleanser from the fish. If you saw my first big video on TikTok, that was my all you can eat sushi video, which, by the way, absolutely incredible. I can't believe that people actually watched that. When I'm watching it again, the audio is absolute trash. The audio now is still trash, but if you watch that video, you can't lie. This audio is so much better than before. But anyways, in that video, I strongly emphasized the importance of having palate cleansers, which for all you can eat sushi is ice cream. It's so perfectly refreshing, especially for me if I'm eating so many fried foods. Perfect combination. But okay, wait, I gotta talk about this cream puff, okay? You know how cream puffs are supposed to be filled with cream? Yeah, well, I'm taking a bite here, and do you see that? What is this? Why is it an empty shell and it's filled with cream on top? Like, I'd understand if the puff was filled with stuff, just like bread even, but it's empty. Like, you're supposed to put the cream inside. This made me laugh so hard, and I can't even lie, the cream wasn't actually whipped cream that you'd expect in cream puffs. It was like some kind of frosting. Not really my favorite, but it gave me a laugh, so I gotta give it a pass. This, though, is the deep fried milk, and I know it sounds kind of absurd, but it was so good. It came with this dark chocolate sauce, which was okay, but the milk, it's literally deep fried milk. It's lightly sweet and it melts in your mouth and so creamy and perfect, and with the crunch of the fried outside, perfect combination. Plus, this is also something I can't easily make at home, so I give that a complete pass. It was also burning hot. I didn't show in the video because I want to save you all the pain, but it came out perfectly, like perfect from the fryer. I did have to cool off with some sushi though. And yeah, the sushi, absolutely fantastic. This is really hard to talk about it when it's getting so long. I don't know if I'm actually going to talk for 40 minutes straight because I think I'm going to have to cut some stuff out. So if you hear this, that's a miracle. Can you hear my throat slowly dying on me though? I had to film this so many times. I think I just spent like 2 hours filming this. I just yap too much. But I hope you enjoy it. Maybe. If you don't enjoy it, why are you here? You've survived like 30 minutes of this. Speaking of which, I'm really proud of your attention span. Good for you. To reward you for that, look at that. Cleared off that entire platter. Absolutely fantastic. So we are back for some more ice cream. Just kidding, we are done with the ice cream and we are back for some more cream cheese wontons. It's the round 3. Surprisingly, this is not as much cream cheese wontons as I probably would have gotten, but also I don't know if anyone can confirm or deny, but they have to throw in like 5 wontons at a time because these came out perfectly fresh, so they were definitely fried fresh. And it's just way too cruel for me to order 5 at a time for like 30 rounds. And here's where I guess it's a little bit more unhinged, but I'm gonna be putting ice cream on the cream cheese wontons. That's not unhinged at all. Again, back to what I was discussing about the perfect combination of textures and flavors, ice cream and wontons, beautiful. I do have to say that some of these ice creams don't work as well. The mango, I didn't mention anything about the ice creams yet, but the mango is so sweet. It's very richly mango flavored, but at the same time also richly sweet flavored, so it can be a little bit overpowering, especially when paired with the cream cheese wonton. The green tea ice cream is definitely leaning more towards the bitter side. So yes, a great combination with a mango, but not the greatest with the cream cheese wonton because I don't like bitter stuff. However, the red bean ice cream, even on its own, is absolutely delicious. It's not too sweet. The red bean has the nice little nuttiness, and paired with the cream cheese wonton, it's a beautiful combination. Every food combination is just getting the perfect ratio. You could have the most expensive, the best food in the world, but if you can't get the ratios right, down the drain. Which in this case, I don't know why I put the mango ice cream on the sushi pizza. That was not a good idea. The mango ice cream is definitely something that needs to be eaten on its own. Paired with anything else, it becomes overpowering, which is insane because how does ice cream overpower a deep fried rice sushi mayo dish? But it still does. So, mango ice cream, good on its own. Alright, now the baked cheese crab thing has been staring at me for way too long and I need it. The issue is I'm not quite sure how to eat this. The cheese is coagulated on top, so are you supposed to somehow cut the cheese and eat it with the crab? I don't care about that. The cheese on its own, beautiful. I love eating cheese when it's melted and then reformed. It is an experience, but the real star of the show here is the crab and the mayo, of course. So obviously I had to pile it onto cream cheese wonton. This is the absolute best combination. We've got my makeshift crab rangoon. However, of course, it's not going to be me if I don't add some ice cream on there. The red bean ice cream. Take the bite and I am speechless. Unfortunately, I'm not actually speechless because I'm going to continue this voiceover, but that was incredible. The lightness, the richness, the creaminess, the saltiness, the savoriness, the umaminess, the sweetness, the sourness. What am I saying anymore? You're probably getting so sick of me of talking about these flavors, but I legitimately don't know what to fill up this voiceover with. So you're gonna have to deal with me, or you can just shut off your volume. I don't control you. Right here, though, is the red bean with more cream cheese wonton, and I had to try it with a little bit of the chocolate sauce. The chocolate sauce is definitely dark chocolate. It is very bitter. Great for some stuff, but not great for this. Somehow the sauces end up overpowering the main dish every single time. Not every single time, just the mango ice cream and the chocolate sauce. But I had to go back. Obviously, another palate cleanser with the mayo and the crab. There's something about imitation crab that is absolutely fantastic. I didn't really talk about why I like this dish other than the mayo. It's the mayo. But the onions add a light bit of refreshing thing. It's just the red onion, so you don't have to cook them and whatever, and it adds a little bit of crunch and a little bit of acidity. I do like red onions, however, I love cooked onions way more. I mentioned it before in one of my other videos, but my favorite snack for so long and still right now is onions, and then you cook them in the microwave with a touch of salt. You have to cook it so that it becomes super soggy, but then all the beautiful flavors and it just beautiful. But yeah, I'm talking about onions while I'm eating the deep fried milk pudding. This one, amazing. I'm sure I can make it myself, but again, I don't want to deep fry, and I have no idea if you could actually bake something like this. I doubt it. If you've never had it before, it probably sounds absolutely insane because it's milk but deep fried, but I'm pretty sure they put like gelatin in it or something to solidify it. It surprises me though. Who thinks of these things to deep fry? I really want to go to those state fairs where they have the craziest deep fried things. Deep fried butter, I'm coming for you. One day it's gonna happen. I am going to absolutely rock my world and never look back after I have deep fried butter. I also want to try deep fried Oreos, and I've seen deep fried Coca-Cola. I really do not know what goes on there. Deep fried mayo though. Deep fried mayo has to be a thing. The thing I was worried about with heating up mayo is that it does dissolve. Not dissolve, it like melts, obviously. So if you're gonna deep fry it, it's gonna be really hard. You're gonna have to deep fry it like butter. I don't know how you deep fry butter though. So I'm thinking you gotta mix the mayo with like breadcrumbs or some kind of substance to keep it solid. Or maybe you could freeze the mayo and then deep fry it. I'm sure that's a possibility. Maybe. Someone let me know. Someone who's had deep fried butter, tell me how they did it so I can replicate it with mayo. This has really gone from all you can eat sushi just to a yap session. I really do have to ask though, do you guys like this format of videos? I love doing voiceovers, and I particularly enjoy talking during the videos because I don't really have to think. The voiceovers, I still have to watch the video back and then add the voiceover afterwards. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I do like to talk through the video, and I'm sure it gets really annoying when you just listen to me talk about whatever. And I can't talk in the video when I'm in the restaurant. I mean, I could, but also that's so embarrassing. Anyways, this is the teriyaki salmon, and again, same notes, gonna eat the greens because I need the greens. It's good, but it could really use some mayo, I'm just saying. I still don't understand how people record themselves in public. It scares me, and I know that people are just judging me way too hard. Here, though, you can feel free to judge me because why am I putting soy sauce on the ice cream? I think my thought here was that the mango was super sweet, so putting the soy sauce would quell it down because soy sauce is so incredibly salty. No, it does not do that. It was a terrible idea. And here the tempura sauce was an even worse idea. Looking back at this, I'm just remembering how bad it was. It was horrible. The flavors do not mix together at all. Back to what I was saying though, please do let me know your thoughts. Please be brutally honest. If you guys don't like me voiceovering the entire restaurant video, I will stop. But if you guys do like it, I'm fine with filming it. My throat is not very happy though. I don't care, but I am still gonna film my other videos where I just talk in the videos and make food and stuff like that when I'm at home or when I'm out and no one's there to judge me. Just, like, how am I supposed to fill up this space where I'm eating the ice cream? Someone's gonna come for me for how I'm eating the ice cream and I'm just scraping the sides. I enjoy ice cream soup, okay? I don't want to bite into a cold block of frozen solid ice cream. So I just always scrape off the outside of the ice cream and eat it like this. This is infuriating to me watching it back. Look away, people who are gonna judge me, but if you've already watched 45 minutes of this though, you gotta be insane. Or you actually can bear to watch me, which I applaud you for. This, though, even I have to say it's not the best idea. It's the crab and the ice cream. Now, look, my thought here was the mayo would work really well. Unfortunately, I couldn't just scrape up the mayo. Because, yes, mayo and ice cream is fantastic. Mayo and vanilla ice cream in particular, absolutely amazing. It didn't really work in this case, though. I wouldn't recommend crab and ice cream. I don't know. Maybe just not the best combo. I am done that though, and if you noticed, I did in fact save the last bite of the crab and mayo. That's for you. Just kidding, it's for me. And I have to scrape the plate clean because this was absolutely incredible. I'm really diligent about that. Wow, no one. Okay, well, there's the last bite, and absolute perfection. At this point, though, I did want to wrap it up. Did you count how much sushi I did end up eating, though? I was the only one in the restaurant. It was a little bit awkward by myself. So, yeah, they were amazing though. The service was fast, the food was fantastic. I absolutely loved the cheesy crab dish. I would literally come back just for that, but also the sushi was absolutely super fresh and amazing. So go check them out if you're in the area. And with that, an amazing meal, and what is even more amazing, these guava candies. I swear, whenever a restaurant has these as the finale, you know it was a great meal. And hopefully a great video. Thank you for joining me for 45 minutes of me yapping. Goodbye.